Hi, Sharon. So here we are. I'm going to start your reading. I start with some oracles and tarot. I just mix them. We're going to start with like the overall connection, overall message for this reading, okay? We have honeymoon here. So that, to me, tells me that's starting off pretty good. But if you see here in this card, this person, they're going somewhere or they're coming away from somewhere. So they're going on a journey to get to this honeymoon. All right. So I know you were talking earlier about a false twin flame. I just want you to know that this is your spiritual journey. This is all about you. So the rules are what you make it. There are no rules. I don't see a whole bunch of twin flames, in union. And if there really are any, it seems like they're lying. Yeah, so this is your journey. It's all about you, self-discovery. It's going to take you in and out of everything about yourself. And your twin is going to be there to mirror that to you. Everything that drives you nuts about him is something you should probably look at. But this is your journey. There are no rules. And I would not listen to anybody else and just start listening to yourself. Stop watching tarot readings and all that. You can watch every once in a while just for fun, but don't obsess and just keep watching them. Just be done with that. Trust yourself and start, living your life and waiting for, your next nudge. And they're going to start coming, so. And just follow and do what you love to do and what makes you happy, what makes you laugh. But anyways, it's your journey, your rules. Anyways, let's draw another card here. Date night, casual dating, socializing, flirting. So, a date might be coming in your future soon. But this is two people. When I look at this, I think of like the Two of Cups, but becoming the One Cup. So like, which makes it the Ace of Cups, where there's a love offer, which is like here in, a date. So a meetup, talking, communication, but feeling good about the conversation. So I just draw like some oracle just to get some like ideas of where we're at. Like, are we going down more of a sadder reading, or are we going down more of a more positive? Obviously there will be sad mixed in, but the overall energy of how the two of you feel together so far, it looks good. Okay, so here we have a spiritual connection. So it was already written, destiny, past life connection. So, and then we have here defense mechanisms, painful beliefs, irrational thoughts, and hang-ups. So, there are some issues, some depression it looks like, and some, up in the head type issues. A lot of thoughts and a lot of maybe kind of freaking out, real anxious, whether that's you or him or both. That's just kind of general right here. And we'll figure out, on who is that for. And we'll start with his energy. Because then at the end, then I can give you advice and little messages. These would be his energies only. Okay. So we want to know how is he feeling overall? How does he feel about this connection with you? Okay. Awakened. So he is experiencing stuff. And he could be, I don't like to call it further along, experiencing different things. Like, say, you might be experiencing, you want to go down with the tarot and the crystals. He wants to be more experiencing more of the cosmic, connection to all of this. More of the outside the universe, more the dimensions and timeline jumping and that kind of thing. Like really high vibe thinking, So he is awakened, which that is nice to know that, he's not like far behind. And on the bottom here, we have divine timing. Of course, we talked about that. The good old divine timing. Nothing happens unless God, or whoever you believe in says so. When you came together and you had, that soul recognition, you had no control over what was going to happen. But so he is awakened, and a good thing and a good place to start. How he feels. You see that? Okay, right off the bat again. Lovers is good. Lovers is a connection, a soul connection here. But also with the lovers, talks about a choice. Like a choice has to be made in order to be with you. He has to make a choice, not just to make the choice to be with you, to make that choice, but he has to make a choice. Like whether it's leaving somebody behind to come to you, whether it's going against religious beliefs or whatever, whether he has a marriage or a partner or whatever, but he has to make a choice so that he can come and have this soul connection. Okay. We have the Hangman. The Hangman is seeing things in a different light. See this light here. All of this light. It can overpower the dark, and it can be pretty scary. So it's not just dark that's scary. Light can be scary as well. If he is waking up and he's awake and now he's in this hanging position here, he's afraid. He's scared. He's not doing well mentally. Put some more here. Some more energies, please. Yeah, money, so it could be having financial issues, which he had already said that he had. But this says right here on the card, sudden wealth, so some kind of money is coming in. So maybe he's worried about, like, he needs money in order to come to you, that he doesn't have the money. But a lot of times they're worried about finances. They're, they always think, oh, I'm not good enough for her. And that's what I also got. So, I get messages a lot of times before a reading, or I'll get messages and then be like, oh, okay, I must be getting a reading, and then somebody will book, right? So I got some messages, and I usually say, I don't do a reading, until like 24 or 48 to 72 hours. And that's just to allow the messages to come through that I do get. So, because they're not just consistent, I can't just call up on them, right? So I don't know when they're going to come. So anyway, so I had a vision with something with eyes, and it was just like it was amazing. And, when you channel something, it's just really hard to remember it afterwards. That's why I knew to write it down. So I wrote it down, and eyes really is all I need to say, I guess. And these kind of just validate the reading, or validate, myself, is how I've taken it so far with these. I'm not really sure. And so if you don't know what it means, then that's fine. Maybe you can sit and think on it. Maybe it'll come to you. The next one was flowers. And I've been getting flowers, like even before today, like flowers where you run through like the word flowers is what I got. And the next thing is toy, but it's not like TOY, it's TOI. So I don't know if those are initials. I don't know if that's like a nickname. I don't know what that is, but TOI. And then super soldier, which super soldier is quite crazy. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but that's like, whoa, okay. And Allison, I keep hearing Allison, and I keep wanting to call you Allison for some reason. And I almost was like, man, if I call her freaking Allison, I have to like start the thing over, because like how embarrassing for me to call you, but and that name just keeps coming through, Allison. So I don't know if it means Allie or Allison. I don't know. So that's what I have. And something about gel, maybe gel. I don't know. But so that's what I have. I get messages like that, and they don't really like go with the reading. They just go wherever. So if you resonate with it when you hear it for something, I don't know if it, if it really means, there's no way I would know, so that's just that. Okay, so let's get one more message here, one more. Starseed. Yeah, I think he's like, see, he's like all into the cosmic shit. That's what I told you, yeah. So he thinks that you guys might, that you're starseed, but it's coming, like basically what a twin flame is here to, the story goes that share our love with our twin, and then that, like, it's like an antenna, and it puts out all this extra love to everybody around us, and then, and it helps raise everybody's vibrations or whatever. I don't know if that's the case. I just know that it just feels like something important. But then it also feels like all the twin flames, like I told you, are all the fucking misfits of the world. And so we're going to save the world. But here we are with Starseed. So he does believe that you guys are a starseed, and maybe from somewhere such as like Atlantis, or some other planet, maybe one of the other races. Like I actually identify as a starseed as well, so this is pretty funny. I do identify as a Syrian starseed, and so yeah. Anyways, that's funny. Okay. High Priestess. So I think something's going on with Kevin, but he's not sure. He's not sure what it is, and he feels like it's a dark something. He feels scared already. We already seen that. He feels like this is dark, like this might be something evil, but he's not sure. He's not sure what it is, but he's definitely struggling in the mindset. The next card here, King of Cups. This is causing him to be quite emotional over, everything. He's really emotional right now. He just feels like he's just being like smothered, in this shit. So he must be like waking up pretty hard, within the last year probably, because I know it's like there's a fast track of twins happening right now. And so he may be getting bombarded with a lot of shit just to get him caught up, because you guys already been doing this shit for, you said 5 years, but you weren't really awakened to it until this last year. And the next card we have Ace of Swords. So it's a breakthrough, awareness. This is waking up, clarity, just knowing. You just fucking know. And but he's gaining more knowledge. He's gaining more information about this connection. So he's getting, a lot of, information that, like, he can't deny. Like, it's coming to him divinely. He's being shown. Even though he's in a dark place, he knows that there's light up there, and he's being shown. Okay? And that there is a way out. The truth is he has a connection with Sharon. Next card out, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, trials and tribulations, going through fucking hell, ready to give, like it's dead, done, tap out. But with the Nine of Wands, you have just a tiny, tiny bit, and you're going to keep pushing through and keep holding up. So he's not wanting to give up. So he's, I would take it, he's not suicidal. He does not want to give up. And we're going to draw one more here. The Nine of Cups, yes. Wish fulfillment. He's not giving up on you. This is what he wants. This is his wish. You are his wish. So that's super cute. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have Three of Swords, which is heartache, like just super bad pain. He's experiencing pain, but I think this is more, this is the feeling towards you, and this is what he thinks about in his head. And I think it's pain that he may have caused you, or that he knows that he's causing you. Grab another deck here, and we're gonna get more on how he feels about you, and what does he feel is his biggest challenge of getting to you, and also what is the outcome that he wants. There you go, Wheel of Fortune. This is destiny written in the stars. Your astrology, their astrologic signs, that you're meant to be. He knows that. Okay. Four of Swords. He wants to do a getaway with you And he's been trying to, you know, calm his mind and just think of the happy times that will come. But he really would love to take you on vacation. He really would love to be on vacation with you. But most of all with this is he's not giving up with that Nine of Wands, and we have the Four of Swords here. He definitely is going to hold on, and he wants to be able to have you be able to meditate on the beach, have your, you know, margarita. He wants to be able to give that to you. Okay. The Ten of Swords. This is pain, this is burden, this is just the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're just done. You're done. You're over it. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. But the good thing with this is it's the Ten of Swords. So it does show that mentally he is struggling a lot. And it's all to do with love. It's really, you know, this whole journey here that he's on. I'm sure it's really hard to deal with at first. The fun times are not in the beginning. But the 10 is the end of this, the end of this pain. That this is what he wants, is to put an end to this pain. And that's what he feels of you, that you're his Queen of Cups. He loves you. The Queen of Cups is someone who gets emotional when she's not aligned and in alignment. But this shows to me that he is actually getting better than he had been. And he's able to see good things, and he has a ton of love. See how it's like overflowing? There's like all these balloons all around her. It's like she can't even lift her head up because there's balloons everywhere. But he's got so much love for you. So yeah, Page of Pentacles. So this is money, and this is, you know, the page is, you know, like not the oldest or most experienced. And so what's holding him back is just lack of money. He just feels lack of, maybe there's just money issues holding him back right now. So anything else that's holding him back right now? Anything else that's holding him back moving forward? This connection. The Fool. He knows it's spiritual. He knows it's taken a leap of faith, though, because it doesn't feel like anything he's ever felt in his entire life. It feels spiritual. It feels angelic. He wants to take that leap, but I think he's a little scared right now. You know, he can't write letters and text forever. And he knows this. And he knows that when it's time to go, he's just going to have to just go. But he's got a lot going on in his head right now. But his heart definitely knows where it wants to be. It's just he's struggling mentally. What's the outcome that Kevin wants to see? What's Sharon? What's the outcome Kevin wants to see? What's Sharon? The outcome Kevin wants to see. What's Sharon? Strength. Power couple. But he also would like to see the two of you get stronger. Okay. And the other outcome. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can mean a couple of things, but pertaining here with the outcome, he's just hoping for, you know, for the fairy tale to actually happen, for it to not be made up, for it to not be all in his head, because he's really struggling right now with what's real and what's not, what's an illusion and what's not, okay? And the Seven of Cups can make us think that we're crazy, you know, that we really legit are going crazy right now. And that's another thing that I had gotten when I was meditating. Sharon was, I heard schizophrenia. So I don't know if he's hearing voices and maybe that's what's scaring him and causing him to really like kind of freak out with a lot of anxiety. But I did hear that. And so maybe he does think, you know, am I going schizophrenic? And he doesn't want to bring that to you. So I really, hopefully, you know, there's some divine intervention that comes in, or maybe you're going to be nudged to move forward to maybe you make that contact, or he might be told to make the contact and he might just do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but just be there for him and support him and to let him know that it's okay and that he's not alone. Yeah. He wants to be that man for you, the Emperor. He wants to be your divine masculine. He wants to be able to come in and give you everything that he wants. He wants it to be real. He doesn't want it to be an illusion. He wants it to be real. He wants to be that one. Okay? That's awesome. That's amazing. And of course, what do we have here? Death is at the bottom of the deck, and death is a complete rebirth, a complete transformation of self. And when you're on this journey, that is exactly what has happened. Everything that you've known is fucking turned upside down. Who you thought you were, you're not. You have a complete identity crisis. And he could be having that right now as well. You could go through that as well. Just because, something happens to one person on one person's journey doesn't mean that that's your journey. Like I said, this is your journey, and it's unique to you and Kevin. Okay? But this is a rebirth. And here I notice with the clocks, again, the divine timing, the whole timing. So I'm getting maybe running out of time. Although time doesn't really exist, but running out of time, or time, it's getting closer to the time, but maybe you feel like, look at that, the head hung down. Maybe he feels like he missed out, and maybe too much time has gone by. Maybe it's not gonna happen. Maybe he feels like so hopeless, and that it's not gonna happen. But again, we see all the light here. So he knows that there's light. He knows there's light up there. But when you're down this low, it's so hard to try and bring yourself back up. But he'll get there because he's on a journey. Timing is something that maybe he's worried about. That's beautiful so far. Maybe let's get some messages on maybe how he's feeling right now. Like, all right. What does he feel inside? What does he want you to say? Oh, we have one turned over. Let's take it. I'm battling unhealthy addictions. I wouldn't be able to be there for you right now. So he's worried. He's worried about something, and he does not want to bring that to you. He does not want to bring that into your life, your family. And so, and addictions doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, but it definitely can be. But I didn't pick up anything like that. I picked up more like mental health issues. And the schizophrenia, it might be, real. Like he might think that he has that, and he doesn't want to share that with anyone, obviously. So he's hearing these things. So he's not sure. Is he on a journey? The twin flame journey? Like he doesn't know that. He just knows probably spiritual, but he knows that you told him that. So subconsciously that's going to come across, his reality also, and he's going to see twin flames, and he's going to learn about that if he hasn't already. But so I feel like, his mental health is just really struggling, and he just needs to know that, not that, I'm a doctor, but I am a nurse, a critical care nurse for 13 years or something, but we always think we're smarter than the doctors. Don't we? You know that too. Some of these doctors are just fucking ridiculous, and you're like, what in the fuck? But yeah, he might be thinking he has schizophrenia when really it's, spirit trying to contact him, because some people are more, they hear more, where others see more, where others, feel more, where others know more. There's everybody's abilities are different. And so if he's hearing, it could really be freaking him out. So I would, maybe next time you talk to him. And the next card here. I'm involved with someone else. I didn't expect to fall in love with you. Okay. So it's interesting that this comes out to Sharon, because that is another thing that I got, that there was somebody, and possibly somebody with a child, but that there was somebody else. And I don't know how serious this somebody else is, but maybe there is now, or there was, and that he had lied to you about it. I don't know, but this, there could be some involvement with someone else, but he knows that you're the one. But there was some, maybe he had to, I don't know if it was like a one night stand, or, a couple night stand or what, but, You're very spiritual. I feel fucking clueless. So he feels like here's another thing where he's not worthy. That you are more spiritual, that you kind of know what's going on with you guys, and he doesn't have a clue. He's just feeling like he's going crazy, you know? That he's being freaking attacked by the devil. You know, a lot of people feel that too. I felt that. But, you know, you don't know what the hell's going on. You don't know up from down. You're just trying to get through, and you just feel like you're just kind of existing, you know? So he does feel like he doesn't know what's going on, but he feels like you know a lot, and why would you want to be with him, you know? And that's a sad thing about, like what I was telling you, how they're all feeling right now. They're all struggling. The bottom of the deck. I fear commitment. I've not had good experiences in relationships. And I know this to be true because this is actually something we talked about earlier. So he does have a fear of commitment. You know, he is scared to make that commitment. And for whatever reason, you know, something that happened in the past and he loved, you know, and that will stop them. That will, you know, they just maybe still hoping. But then when you come along, it's like, well, I have been hoping for this to, you know, even though it broke me, I still deep down wanted it. And that was what I, you know, was my life goal. But then here you come along and it's like, holy shit, you know, now the feelings for you far exceed. And this is what he thought was that nothing could top, you know what I mean? So not only does he fear commitment, but he fears commitment because of what had happened. But he fears commitment because he's like, what the hell happened? Like, I just jumped timelines. I bet you he said that exact thing. I just jumped timelines, right? Okay. So part of, with the masculine reading, I like to also get a lot of different messages from different decks, just to get an overall, you know, feeling of them. So we'll see some more energies here on his energies towards the connection towards you, which we already see pretty much is great. It's just he's struggling mentally. Silence. Just because I'm silent doesn't mean I don't care. Listen to my body, listen to my thoughts, feel my heart. So he does care, and it's really hard on him. See how dark it makes him feel to be that silent, like, and it's just because, you know, before you know it, it's been like a month, and you're like, shit, and then it's like 6 months, and you're like, where's the time gone? It just keeps going faster and faster. So, what else? Charming. I'm going to charm the panties right off your sweet little ass. So, he's feeling a little aroused and horny and, you know, wanting that connection. And he's, you know, daydreams about this and thinks about it quite often. You have what I need. He knows that he needs you, that you need him. But not only do you have what he needs, you know, you guys are a divine couple that's meant to come into union with each other. Jealousy. You have nothing to worry about. Nobody compares. So he wants you to know that you don't ever have to worry about him wanting to be with somebody else, because he never will. Nobody will ever compare to what you guys feel together. And that's the difference between a twin flame and someone who's not. If you're not a twin flame, you have no idea about that connection. That connection is just, you're like, what the fuck is this? And that's why you go searching. Who goes searching, you know, when they, you know, start dating somebody or met somebody? Nobody goes searching, what the hell just happened to me? So, but we do, a lot of us deal with jealousy issues and, you know, loving without conditions. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's unconditional love. This is all about unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself, okay? And when you have unconditional love for yourself, you have unconditional love for everybody else. Within will reflect outwards. So once you love yourself, once yourself is happy, you're not crying, and you feel like you have purpose and that you can move forward regardless of if he's with you or not, you will get to that place. But you have to crawl out of where you're at and keep, laughing. And so doing things that make you laugh, which will raise your vibration, which once your vibration raises, then it puts you on like a different timeline. Your vibration raises, your choices put you on a different timeline, but we all in the same place anyways. So, but yeah, you just have to believe, and you have to keep that faith even when it's the shittiest of all. And at the bottom of the deck here we have I need to release this intense desire and pressure. So yeah, not only is he having sexual, he needs some sex. So it's building up, but also the pressure. I feel like he's got a lot of pressure in his head, a lot of pressure just coming from the world, a lot of pressure just about everything, and it's too much. It's almost too much. But with the Nine of Wands, he's not giving up. He's not going to give up. So, since he is, I'll always bring this deck out. This is one of my decks that I made. But it is a sexual deck, and whenever I feel sexual energy in a reading, I will go ahead and bring it out for fun. But, I mean, a lot of times, it's the truth. So, how is actually for you and for you right now? What do you want to do? What do you love doing? Whatever. So, how is that actually for Sharon? That's not going to sound please. How is heaven for Sharon? Especially at this time, please. So, he's feeling kind of kinky. It looks like he would like to blindfold you, or maybe you blindfold him, but he would like some blindfold action going on. He's feeling very, very horny. And that's the thing. They're so fucking horny. Like, we were talking, like, mine called me a nympho. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm the biggest prude that I know. And, well, I used to be anyways, right? Until I met him. And then so, so the whole time you're in separation, they're horny as hell, and they're just ridiculous. Every time they call, you're like, God, you probably just, all you want me for is sex, right? So then, but when we're together, we're the ones that's the freaks that's, wanting it, and like they're having to be like, no, I'm tired, we just did it. We're wearing them out. So anyways, he wants to be kinky. He's thinking kinky right now. Now when it comes to actually when he gets there, he may just, just by saying hello, let it loose. But this is what he's thinking, very kinky right now. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is what he's thinking about. So I don't know if you guys work together. I can't remember if he told me, but I know that like my husband would fantasize about me being a nurse. Like, that's like, like, nurses are not sexy. We have shit and piss and all kinds of stuff on us. But he's thinking about doing you, for like at an place of employment, at a workplace. He thinks that's hot. That's what he wants to do. That's so funny. My twin and I are 4 hours apart. We do not work together or anything like that. Like, I couldn't imagine. But I know somebody who did work with her twin, and somebody else, but it's just crazy. So, we have here Nightcap. He wants to be able to take you out and have some drinks and take you home. And at this point, it doesn't have to be the home of you two, but just a home somewhere, or, a hotel or whatever. He wants to have that time with you. He just feels like he needs that time with you. And, he's really missing that. And I think right now, when he's thinking about being with you and we see this and it isn't the home for both of you, it's because maybe he has that fear still of whether you even want him really, or he is good enough for you, or if anybody will accept you, or they have a lot of those doubts. But he definitely is going through a lot right now, but he just wants to be with you, and he doesn't care. He's at the point he doesn't care if it's in a mansion, if you guys are together, he just wants some time. He does want that time with you. And that's, loving without conditions. We have to learn to accept, if we're going to love without conditions, we have to accept them for their flaws, for their, their light and their dark. We have to support them, definitely not be a doormat and let them just walk all over you and all that, which I don't think they would anyways, unless they're in their karmic lessons. But once you come into union, they're not like that, but they could be, maybe. Who fucking knows? So anyways, but from my experience, that masculines, have been pretty they're not toxic. If they're toxic, I mean, that's the only thing that I do agree with what's out there on the internet. Yes, if they're toxic, that's not your twin. And if it is, then they're showing you some really fucking harsh lessons, but I just don't believe that. So, but then again, like I said, the only one that can tell you is you. So just because other people don't believe, it doesn't really matter. It's what you know to be true. Okay, your truth. And we have here my favorite fucking card, and this came out in my meditation too, my pre-shuffle with you earlier before I started the reading. And he wants a quickie, so the whole nightcap thing that goes with it. He just wants it wherever. He doesn't care where he gets it. He just wants it. And, he can just do it real quick. And he's going to tell you, just real quick, it'll take, a minute. Oh, these poor guys. Okay, that's funny. I love it. Okay, all right. And so this is the part that I just love. I love doing the messages parts. And I do have more messages. And because some, might tell us if he is what he's struggling with, or, but it gives us more of a well-rounded what he's feeling right now. So we'll just get a couple of messages from a couple of different decks here. Okay. So far what we know is he's horny, but he is struggling with his mental health. Well, there we go. So these messages here, when I do a reading, I ask that our higher selves only. I don't need any spirit guides. I don't need any, aliens or anybody. I just need our higher selves, our souls to come in and tell us what's going on. So this is things that he would like to say. So, I wasn't strong enough. It was easier to walk away. So, with the commitment issues, he doesn't feel worthy enough. He wasn't strong enough. I have mixed feelings. One minute I am sad, the next I am angry. Yeah, this is emotional roller coaster. And that's what I say, especially for the men. The men, I feel they have it bad. I see you everywhere I go. You're hard to get over. So he could be seeing the signs and synchronicities. He could be seeing your name, somewhere. He could be seeing it, somebody that looks like you, somebody that has your name, and it's just over and over. It's on a billboard. It's, it's the cashier. It's in a magazine. It's just everywhere. Okay. How can I forget you when everything reminds me of you? Yeah, he just can't get you out of his head. And that's one thing that I got from my twin that we talked about, and he said it was like a freaking nightmare. Like, it's nonstop. They cannot get you out of their head, you know, like, and that's our experience, and that's my twin's perception of it, and you know how he perceived it. But he just felt like he was going insane. He felt, you know, and then, you know, every Friday he is a trash truck, a commercial trash truck driver, and every Friday he has to take this route, and on that route is Peggy Street, and that's my name, Peggy. So every Friday he has to see that street sign because he has to take that route. So he can't escape me unless he changes jobs. But then I'm sure he'll still have, you know, there'll be somewhere like a billboard with my name or, you know, whatever. But it's just crazy because you can't escape it. It's just impossible. Okay, here's just some more funny messages of how he's feeling. That's how he's going to say you. I wish I was kissing you right now. Doesn't necessarily go, I mean, it can, you know, be sexual, but to me, I'm getting like he just misses you. He just wants to hold you. He just wants, you know, you to be there and hold him. And he, you know, a lot of the feminims think, oh, they don't feel the same or they're not doing, they absolutely do feel. It's just guys, you know, they just do things differently. And they're led differently. So they have a different path than we do. I'm ready to open up to you. I want to let you in. Wow. I know that you said that he has a hard time with that. So, and then we had like a date back here. So maybe he's going to want to take you out and meet up with you. Maybe you guys can start discussing some of this stuff. I want you to want me as bad as I want you. So he feels, again, this has to do with not being, you know, his self-worth, not being worthy. He thinks that you would rather have somebody else, that he, you know, he's not a prize. He doesn't feel like a prize. Is it too late? Has it been too long? And a lot of people will say, you know, it's been too long. It's been so many years. The love is probably gone, you know. They're probably in love with somebody else, blah, blah, blah. The love is not gone. The love never goes away. Never, ever. You can try and be with somebody just to live it, you know, try and have somewhat of a normal life, but they will never compare, ever. All right, and since we know that he is feeling a lot of love for you right now, I have this deck here that I made, and this is when his heart is full, which his heart is full right now. Like, you can tell, like, there's the other person, but the other person doesn't compare to you. So, you know, maybe it's just walking away, or there was another person. But that other person also could possibly be just like another family member or friend or somebody that's just standing in the way. Okay. So, I'm going to decide what would you like to what kind of like say here? Oh, one just flew out here. I can. I can't get it into focus. Says, you gave me a reason to live, dream, and fight. You make my days worth living. Thank you for being the only person who understands me. So he feels very connected to you. He feels like you're the only one that understands him. And he just has a lot of gratitude for you. And he feels like you have saved him his life. That big moon's back there behind, so he may have some secrets too that he wants to tell you. You make me a better person. So he feels like a better person when he's around you. He feels happy when he's around you. All of the pain, anxiety, and the voices or whatever that's haunting him is not severe when he's around you. And so he knows that coming to you is what he has to do. And this is going to keep haunting him until he does make that move. And that's the thing when people talk about tower moment, that if you stay stagnant, the universe will not let you stay stagnant forever. So if you don't make a move, and because you're here to constantly evolve your soul. That's the whole point on being on earth, is to evolve your soul. This journey is a fast track of evolving your soul. But anyways, you make him feel like a better person. Okay. And the last one here. Man, these are the cards that I draw these cards all the time. This deck has a lot of cards in it, and the same cards always come out for like the collective. Every time I close my eyes, I dream about us being happy and married in our dream house. Stay with me forever. I love you. And you have them birds up there, the infinity sign. I don't know if that means anything to you, but infinity is forever. They say two souls come to merge as one soul. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck is another thing with eyes here. The gleam of your eyes is what I fell for. I will never let tears come to those beautiful eyes again. I love you. So remember in the beginning I told you I'd written down I had this super huge vision about eyes. And then like you kept hearing eyes, and like I was like, what the hell is that? Eyes? And I'm like, fuck. And here, you know, the eyes could be two different things, but in this one, he loves your eyes. So if the eyes means something else for you, that was just a confirmation to validate me as a reader, you know, that I know stuff that is not from the cards that came to me from God, from Spirit. Okay. All right. So let's get into, I have some specifically Twinflame cards. So can we get some messages? Okay. You show up in my dreams that helps me process buried memories. So he is dreaming. This again is talking about his dreams. So he is dreaming quite a bit about you, and it's not always sexual. It's just beauty, the beauty of you, of this connection. He's dreaming of you, which is awesome because I know a lot of the masculines were having a lot of nightmares there for a while. This one keeps coming out for the collective as well. We are alchemists. We transform fear into love and shadow into light. So this is telling us that to not fear the dark. Live fearlessly. Fear is the opposite of love. So if you find a balance within, then you find that balance externally. Dark is at one end, light is at the other end, and you meet in the middle and you get, what, gray? So once you're balanced within, you're balanced externally. So there's no need to fear the unknown. There's no need to fear anything on this journey or anything at all in this world, really. You are divinely protected. You are on a spiritual journey and you are divinely protected and guided. Okay? This one as well keeps. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's sexual. Other times I visualize our future together. And that's what I was just saying here. That it's that it's not always sexual. That it's a lot of loving, like, you know, just really heartfelt, like amazing feelings for you. And then it brings so much pain because they're like, why are we not together? And then they start thinking, you know, all these horrible thoughts. But eventually they are going to start loving themselves. And the more you love yourself, the more that you bring happiness and joy, it brings it to your twin. You woke up and then your twin woke up, or vice versa. You know, that's how it works. So heal yourself and you heal everything. Just like you, I'm always doing some form of mission. My energy and wisdom supports those around me. So maybe he's talking with, you know, if he feels like he has depression or schizophrenia, maybe he's talking with other people that, you know, feel like they have schizophrenia as well. Or maybe he has found a spiritual group. But maybe he helps by, you know, maybe he's helping someone somewhere. You know, maybe it's just a grandpa. Maybe it's a kid. But he feels like he's helping someone. He is helping someone right now. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck here, we have, I'm awakening. I know more than I'm letting on. Yeah, and so that's what we were talking about, Sharon, is remember that he may be already waking up. He may already be seeing spirits or hearing voices or whatever. So he may be further along than just what, you know, you thought or you know, or what anybody thinks of their masculines for that matter. But you know, he's further along. He's already well aware of a lot of things, so he's gonna understand you most likely when you talk to him about something. Okay, about this connection. So I think we've learned quite a bit about what's going on with Kevin. And Kevin's just gonna have to, you know, follow the journey, and you're gonna have to support him and hold space. And it doesn't mean to wait and not live your life. Live your life, no matter where you guys are at or what you're doing. When it's time for a union, it's time, and you're balanced, and it's time to come back together. You're going to be divinely guided right back together, just like you were the very first time you met. That's how it works. Let's talk about you for a little bit here. Cycles. You're holding something behind your back. You're hiding something. So I don't know if you know more than you're letting on, or but you know that there are cycles, and you know that some cycles are coming to an end and others are, you know, starting. You know that you guys are going to be together, but it's just like when, you know, like when can I move to that next phase? When can I level up, like we were talking about earlier? When can I move forward? But you're also holding on to something. You're not letting something go. There's something here that you're not letting go in order to move forward through these cycles. You're not letting go of something. And, you know, I don't know what that something is, but let's try and find out. Maybe you know what it is that you're not letting go of, okay? Divine Feminine. So this is confirming that you are the Divine Feminine here. You're holding the feminine energy. But you do have both feminine and masculine, but you are more dominant feminine, where he would be more dominant masculine. And to balance that is what you need to balance your masculine and feminine inside, which reflects outside, externally. So once you come into union, into balance internally, both of you, not being too masculine, not being too feminine, balancing it. Not being too dark, not being too light, not overly, you know, giving, but not creep either, you know what I mean? But you hold that divine feminine energy, and it's this energy, everybody's saying the divine feminine is going to save the world, but also, you know, there's a fight between the feminine and the masculine, you know, there's a pull back and forth, which you see that, you know, symbology, symbolizing like when the runner chaser, okay? But the divine feminine definitely plays a huge role into what I feel is coming. I feel something big is coming. I feel it. I don't know what it is, but I feel the twin flames are really super important, and it's like the misfits, but then they're here to like save the world. They're here to save the world. We're just chilling, looking at the moon, waiting, you know, for our time to go get this done. But you are the divine feminine. Mute. So you feel like you're being ignored. You feel like you're not being noticed. You feel, you know, when you're talking to him, is he really listening? Does he really hear you? Does he see you? Do you exist to him? Does he even care? Nostalgia. You're thinking of him right now. You can't stop. You're feeling that obsession coming back, like, or it probably never, I don't know if it ever ended. You know, you probably, like you said, you feel good and then he comes back, and that's how it is. You're pulling away, that pulls them back. You're pushing towards them, trying to get them, that pushes them away. But you are having, you know, sitting here reminiscing, you know, thinking about the times, you know, the good times that you guys had, and it's really just, it's bringing on that pain again every time you think about them. But see that glitter there on that heart, it's going to glitter and sparkle. It's going to go from pain to happiness, to joy, to just love, beautiful love. At the bottom of the deck we have guide. and you as well as Kevin will be guided to that light. You guys will be guided through the dark when there's dark times, and and dark times will come to this, to this connection. But just know that there's light, and just focus on the light, and just know that be just as grateful for the darkness as you are for the lightness. One is not better than the other. Okay, let's get some tarot here. How that fell here. Oh, we have two. The Ace of Wands. This is fire energy. This is, wanting a new start, a new, you're seeing things differently, but you just want a new beginning. You want, to create something new. I don't know if you have a, like you said, your tarot, starting that new, starting anything new. But when I'm intuitive reader, so when I look at the card, I see a couple. So to me, this is, you want a new passionate beginning with somebody, which is your divine masculine, which is who we're talking about, which is, you believe to be Kevin. And there's those flowers again. And then I mentioned flowers, before this. And so flowers just keeps coming up everywhere for me. So I don't really know what flowers is to you, but there's some flowers. Okay. And with that comes the King of Pentacles. So this is telling me you want a new fresh start with this passionate, loving, caring King of Pentacles. You want Kevin to be your man. You want him to be your equal. You want him to just stand up and just tell you, like, take over. You're tired. Just be the man that you need him to be for you, because that's who you want. You want him. Five of Wands. So this is a lot of conflict. This is conflict with family members, with friends, conflict over your connection, conflicts over a lot. You just feel so like just chaotic. You just feel like you're just tired of hearing the fight. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of people fighting around you. You're just tired of people. But you just feel like there's a lot of conflict that needs to be resolved, but you're willing to resolve them. You're willing to, to fight for him. Nine of Cups again. He's your wish fulfillment. This is what you feel. You believe that he is your true person, your soul connection, who you're supposed to be with, who you're meant to be, who you wished for as a little girl. This is your person. And then let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. Eight of Wands. You want communication. You want movement forward. You want action. You want no more, bullshit. You want to hear some shit. You want to see him fucking make a move. This is another tarot deck. The Emperor. Again, you want him to be your man. You want him to step up and be that divine masculine, that soul connection, that other half of you that you guys had, that when you had that soul recognition, you want him, to be that strong person. And not only for you, but for him. You want his mental health to be better. You want him to be strong and there for you. Your Emperor for the Empress. You want love. You want your Two of Cups. This is your soul connection right here. This is right here. Two of Cups is the divine partnership. That's what you want with Kevin. What's your fears right now about this connection? What's your fears or blockages you have about this connection? That's holding your back moving forward. Keep reading my camera and move down further. Okay. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is persistence, not giving up. But right now we have what's holding you back is you're ready to give up. You don't have this persistence to move forward, the faith that you know that something's out there. Just because you can't see it, it's there, and you don't want to give up. But you've been doing it for so long that you're done, you're over it. But you need to find that passion again. You need to find that, pick yourself up, find that joy, dust yourself off, live your life. You not sit around rotting away, waiting, because he will be back when God said so. So you want to be the best person that you can be, and he wants to be the best person that he can be, because like I said, this is a divine connection. You cannot bring in drama and jealousy and any kind of bullshit into a divine connection. You will destroy it, and it will be over, and it will be done. Okay, so you have to heal enough to be able to come together, and then you can continue healing, but enough to where you're not going to destroy it. So you need to find that faith and that hope and that belief again. And what's the outcome? The sharing flame and the connection. What's the outcome you want to see in this connection? What's the outcome? Sharing light. The Three of Wands. This is moving forward, no longer waiting. A lot of times people say waiting on your ships to come in. For me, it's my ships are here. I'm packing my shit. I'm ready to get on that ship. So you want to be able to move forward. You're done waiting. You don't wait. And then here we have the Six of Pentacles. This is an equal give or take. This is working together again. Being balanced, giving to those that need it, and having that support for, Kevin, that you want to be able to give him that support that he needs. You want to be able to be there for him. You want him to be able to reach out and call you when he's struggling, when he's having, a nightmare, when he's having bad thoughts, when he's hearing voices and not sure. Let him know that he's not alone and he's on a spiritual journey, and just maybe ask, is this spirit? Who is this? That you're not crazy. You know that you both want to be together. He wants to be with you. The whole third party thing, it didn't really come up in the cards, but he's got to work through that, and he wants to, with the King of Pentacles, because we have the King of Pentacles for him right here. This person does not want to just be made a fool of. He's around talking to everybody. He wants to make money. He wants to, he knows how to do it. But he's not going to be made a fool of. But he wants to be able to provide for you. I just feel he just feels lost right now. He just feels completely like he has nobody to really talk to. He knows he can talk to you, but he doesn't really want to bring all of his shit into your life. Okay, I always like to bring out spirit animals, because you can, identify, with a spirit animal, but you may also have a spirit animal that you weren't aware of. And they offer a lot of protection. They offer a lot of guidance. They offer a lot of interventions. They offer so much, and they're so much closer to us because they're in every dimension. They're freaking everywhere you go, whatever timeline you're on, whatever dimension, whatever, they're there. So let's get one for you, and we can get one for Kevin as well. So let's start with Sharon. We got 8 L's, please for Sharon. Alright. So we have the koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. So this is telling me again to just trust. Just trust. This is spiritual. And if it's spiritual and you're on it, how crazy is that you were chosen out of all these billions of people? That I don't know if you were chosen or if you volunteered before you came to this planet, but Spirit has a plan. This is a divine partnership. This is a journey. This is already written. Your destiny, your wish fulfillment for both of you. You both got the 9 of Cups. So just trust, just have faith, and just do what you need to do, knowing that he's going to be back soon, He's going to be back. It's a fact, So, the little koala bear is your guy. And let's do for Kevin. Okay, Kevin, please. And there we go. And Kevin has the badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. Yes, Kevin needs to not fear what he's hearing and seeing. He needs to just have love, transmute whatever bad spirits he perceives as bad. But to be balanced, you have to be neutral. You have to be at 0 point. There is no bad. There is no good. There just is. And that's going, you know, you can come together and start working on that. But that's, you know, it goes higher and higher and higher. But just know that there's nothing to fear. You were so divinely protected. Nothing to fear at all. Sure, you begged for death and you didn't get it, did you? You're stuck forever together. And here on the bottom, we have as a shared energy, the antelope spirit life is speeding up. And that is a fact. And that is what I already said, that time is just going by so fast. And it really is. And, you know, people are on a fast track. This twin flame, you know, there's a lot of people that's been on it for years. But you have people that just, you know, came and had their soul recognition with their twin, you know, like a couple of months ago. This is a fast track, and you see that, like the roller coaster track. So yes, this is a fast track twin flame. So you're going to be going through it. See, the deer is going through it, and you see he's come out of all that shit onto the brighter side here. Okay, so speeding up. So just buckle up and just get ready for it. Okay, and that is the antelope. I also like to do affirmations, like what you can do to help raise your vibration. So just some like affirmations, and you can, you know, look up affirmations, but just anything that you feel, like you just feel it in your heart. And that's how you have to discern things moving forward, is you have to judge by feeling. Okay, it feels right. You feel it in your heart. You just know it. Okay, what affirmations? Yeah, what affirmations can Sharon need to focus on right now, or can help her? Focus on right now, help her. What helps Sharon? Affirmations can help Sharon at some place. There we go. I release what doesn't serve me. So anything that's not for your good, you need to release and let go. Do not hold on. And there was something earlier talking about you were holding on to something still. So whatever it is, let it go and release it. Okay? And if you say this affirmation every day, that will help. I release what doesn't serve me. I release what no longer serves me moving forward. Okay? I am lovable. So you are lovable. There's nothing wrong with you, which you know that. You're beautiful. But sometimes we can get down. But just know that he does love you. And you deserve love. You absolutely deserve it. And you can love yourself. You know, that's not just about somebody else loving you. That's you loving yourself. Then we have I am sacred. So know that you are sacred. Here again is with the divine feminine. So you are the feminine side, the positive of the polarities. There's negative and positive. Duality, you know, black, white, left, right, up, down. So, but you are sacred. You're divinely protected. You have nothing to worry about. Okay, nothing. And we have here, the bottom of the deck, I am hopeful. So bring your hope back in, pick yourself back up, and fucking tear through this shit, because you're at the end here. You're at the end of this journey. You've been going for so long, and look, you're fucking there. You're ready to jump through that fucking portal right there. Jump through that portal into the universe and go flying with Kevin in his cosmic extraterrestrial UFO spaceship. So that's pretty awesome right there. I am hopeful. Yes, bring in your faith and hope again, because you are deserving of it. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Then I have some self-love guidance cards here. What you can do to help raise your vibration, to just help maybe relax your body and get you into more of a meditative state, a conscious meditative state. Okay, to where you're open to receive messages from spirit, and to know, to listen, to be able to listen to your intuition, okay? To guide you so that you can hear your guidance, things that will help. raise your vibration. Okay. What does Sharon do? Help raise your vibration. What does Sharon do? What does Sharon do? What can she do to help raise your vibration? What's going to make her happy? Okay. Watching a movie. Watching a movie and eating some popcorn and just laughing. Watching a good movie in your PJs, chilling. But it's really the happiness. See how it's expanding your crown chakra right here. It's opening you up. It's raising that frequency to where you're open to receive. So whatever movie that you love, you haven't seen in a long time, watch it. Learning. And what is that? She's learning her tarot and her crystals. So get into it. Like I told you, just start your channel and just be like, you know, lay a card out. If you don't want to talk about it, you can just write text over it and every day post a little video of, you know, like the daily card, the daily affirmation, the daily spiritual guidance card, you know, the daily whatever, or the daily, you know, tarot. What does the tarot have to say? And do whatever tarot falls out, that one card a day. And you can either say it on there or you can write it. But just start, you know, start learning the cards that way and reading the collective. And again, in this picture here, I'm drawn to these flowers. Flowers or something up with flowers. I don't know what it is. Stargazing. You're going to feel connected. And you're going to start looking up and being like, where's my people at? Or you might start seeing like dancing stars, like going from side to side up, and I was like, what in the hell? You can see anything in the sky. The sky is amazing to watch. But also, because I think Kevin talks to the stars too, and you guys can maybe connect that way. All right, and on the bottom of the deck we have create. So raising your vibration by creating something, making a pie, creating, you know, coloring, painting, playing music, singing. For me, I always said to myself, I don't have any talents. I have no talents and I have no hobbies. I like to smoke. And before, like, I like to smoke cigarettes. I like to drink soda. Yeah. So creating. So for me, my TikTok channel, I really feel like that's creating. I feel like I'm expressing a lot more with my readings through feeling, through music. And I try and tell the story of the reading through the song. And I just feel that that's where I'm putting my creativity at right now. And yeah, so you just do, you know, something that makes you happy. Like when you're doing it, you're just like, damn, I love this. Essential oils there. And see how that candle, how it just lights up, it expands. And I know I already gave you some self-care tips, but I love these cards too, so I want to see if we can't get a little, these have a little more imagery in them. And that's how I like to feel things. Help journey forward into vibration and union with our friend. Spiritual connection. Yes. Chanting. So actually, when you're meditating, yes, like she's meditating, and if you chant and you do these, like, you say the same, like, you know, you know, over, if you look up chanting, it can really put you into meditative state, like, super fast. Also, if you, like, say like a word that you don't normally, that doesn't mean anything to you, like say, so if you're like mo, you keep saying it, and then you start speeding up saying it, and then eventually it slows down, and it slows down, and before you know it, you're like, and this is not like taking forever, literally, like not even 15 minutes, not even like 10 minutes, you're like mo, and then you're like mo, like you can, like, it's like a struggle to get it out. That will really help with meditating. Staring into a mirror, watching a flame, like on a candle, just anything, just where you just kind of just space out, and you're just like, yeah, and you just like you can concentrate or you can not, but like the best way I feel to get really relaxed is by doing that over and over and over, like a word that doesn't mean anything to you. Mo is one that I use a lot. Does, anything. You just repeat it over and over and over and over. And finally, it's like your brain just gets tired of repeating it. And so it's like, then it's like such a struggle to say it. And you're like, oh, fuck. It really does work. It's crazy. So, drinking tea. So maybe like some caffeine might help relax you. I know you did say that you're ADHD or ADD. I know that you probably have been dealing with that your whole life, and you probably already like have tried everything. But if you just, being in the spiritual community, you're going to learn even more things, and maybe even with crystals. And but some tea, like maybe with lavender or something like that. But just really look into it and maybe try and find some tea that does actually relax you. Whether it be chamomile or, whatever. Some maybe you might need a tea that's more energizing, more like green tea or something like that, so it actually relaxes you because of your ADHD. So yeah, just look into like different things, and try drinking some tea, hot tea, cold tea. Maybe use it as part of like your maybe like a routine. But yeah, tea. We have plan a vacation. And that's interesting that he wanted a vacation with you earlier with that Four of Swords when we first started out. So maybe, that could be like that. Is that your date night as you guys go on a vacation together? You go somewhere together. It just all of a sudden happens. Maybe somebody did get a little extra money and you guys, one of you did, and you're able to just make that plan and just go with it and just follow the guidance that you have, okay? And on the bottom of the deck, we have make a meal. So sitting here, cooking and, cutting, preparing, that kind of thing, even if some people don't like cooking, but, once you start chopping stuff, it does feel kind of good, or, you just kind of get into the flow of it, because at first it might start to be sloppy, but by the middle of it, you finally figured it out and you're able to just get into a rhythm, So maybe making food might, make you feel good. Making food for someone that you, that you care about, your kids, or if you have kids, your friends, but just make a meal, and that making a meal for someone, for a group, for whomever, will make you feel really good. Some spiritual guidance messages. Just moving forward, just kind of what you need to know, or just these cards have images on the front, and then on the back, like a little something, a little sweet something. So I'll just read that to you as you look at the image. Okay, we get a message for sharing the word of information. For life brain, we get a trading card, please, for sharing in Florida. Thank you. I can follow and pick one and pictures on them. There we go. Okay. Elevate your energy. So this is raising your vibration, raising that love. It's all about love. But raising your energy, and however way you do that, whether it be by dancing, painting, cooking, whatever, taking a bath, smoking, whatever makes you feel good, do it to raise your vibration, because that's where you need to be and able to receive messages, okay, on your guidance, so you're not just looping and cycling around for 5 more years, okay? So this says here, your thoughts are vibrations that attract positive or negative energy. Notice your current emotional state. Clear any negativity through conversation, movement, breath work, prayer, meditation, and so on. Then guide your thoughts back to love and abundant possibilities. When you elevate your energy, you attract abundance, health, and prosperity into your life. So you hear that, you create your reality. So if which I don't know how much of that is really, I guess you manifest, but I just think that we're constantly guided, but we do have to try and raise our vibration so that we can connect and receive those messages and guidance that we're looking for. Because if we're just running in circles and not ever finding the guidance, it gets really frustrating. And like you said, you're just done. And, you know, some people maybe even go further than that because, like, say, if their mental health gets really bad. We're sharing guidance for moving forward, to know, for the journey. Alright, looks like we got 2 here. Okay. Slow down. Oh, like the kitty cat that raises the vibration with the meditation. So slow down. And slowing down doesn't always just mean, oh, I have to sit down and meditate. But just slow down, you know? Like, if you're working overtime, like, take the time and, you know, I know that money, you know, pays the bills and money does this or that. But, you know, instead of, like, going, say, to the movies, you know, get a movie in, you know, stay home and watch a movie. Instead of working that extra day for overtime so you can buy, you know, a purse or whatever, just don't work that overtime and just spend it with someone that you love, you know, that you care about, that make, you know, a friend or a family member or kids that, you know, that make you happy. When it feels like our world is spinning out of control, it's easy to get overwhelmed. This is a good time to begin a daily meditation practice. Your mind is the most open and receptive in the morning, which is why it's helpful to start your day with centering exercises. Cultivate stillness within and know that there is no rush. At the end of our days, we don't care about our to-do list. We'll wish we have loved more, lived more, and been at peace. Don't wait, slow down now. And because everything is speeding up, you don't want to feel like you missed out on anything. Like on, you know, say like your kids' life or, you know, high school years or whatever. You don't want to miss out on anything because the world really is speeding up right now. Okay, and that second card, you're awesome. Just know that. And I think you probably know you're pretty awesome, but sometimes it's tough to see, but you are. You're awesome. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Build it, strengthen it, praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beam and delight will help others shift from glass half empty thinking to, heck, I'm pretty awesome too. So your love that you start feeling and that you start, you know, the energy that starts going through your body, it's gonna seep out into the world around you, you know, not just the people, but the plants, you know, everything is going to feel that love, okay? And most importantly, you're going to feel it. I don't think there's any other cards I wanted to draw. That's the guidance cards there. Benz, you know, today, Sharon, you know what today is? There's an eclipse tonight. We're doing your reading on an eclipse. That's pretty awesome. Your twin flame reading on an eclipse. So we'll use this moon cycle deck here. Okay, any final messages? Any final messages for Sharon for her journey? Any closing messages? Any closing messages for Sharon? You can Any closing messages? Okay, oh, here we go again. Trust. Have trust and faith in this journey. And when you feel bottled up, know that you're not really bottled up, that you're not really stuck, that you're divinely protected, that you're being put in a bubble basically to protect you, that you're always being protected. So just trust and have faith and know and just don't fear anything and just live your life. Just live it and experience, this human experience. That's the whole point, is to experience things, perceived good or bad, because you can only experience these emotions and these kinds of things on earth in a body. The next one is blossoming. Blossoming, evolving, growing. Again, with all of them flowers. I don't know what's up with the flowers. Flowers is like haunting me right now. like 11:11. Not as bad as 11:11, but Flowers is pretty up there. I have a cat named Flower too outside, a stray cat that I named. We had Flower Jr., the baby that was born. So anyways, evolve, do what makes you feel good. You know, if it's playing music, sitting under the moon, sitting at the beach, wearing a flower dress, dressing up, planting a garden, whatever. Just, you're going to blossom so much on this journey. You're going to, you know, evolve so much and so quickly. It's a beautiful, beautiful journey. And so you have nothing to worry about. Do what makes you happy. And have faith and trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. Live in the moment, not tomorrow, not yesterday. Live in the moment. And know that your twin is your twin. I mean, I agree with you. A twin is a twin. But and some crystals that I would recommend for your heart chakra, for love, for bringing in, you know, that love that you need. And I know this camera is horrible to see this right now, but this is a raw piece of malachite. You can't really tell because this camera and the filter and everything on it that's right now is crappy. Excuse me. But I can always send you video if you want on Instagram, but if you're interested or if you already have some. But this is raw malachite, so it looks like kind of velvety and you can't really tell. But green is for the heart chakra, because the heart chakra is green. Excuse me. And so that definitely helps open the heart chakra and to balance it. And then here is just a piece of raw pink aragonite. But pink stone is the higher heart. And this is really some self-love. Loving yourself and loving others. But this is really loving yourself. Self-love is the pink. And there's lots of pink stones, which I have plenty of pink stones. I have a ton of them. Like Mangano calcite, which is UV reactive. If you put a black light on it, it's like hot pink. It's so cool. A rose quartz. But anything pink. Pink helps you with your self-love. I have just a piece of rhodochrosite here, which I love. This is my favorite kind of crystal, is rhodochrosite. The pink on it is gorgeous if it's dark pink or baby pink. I love it. But I think this was a beautiful reading. Just because I'm stuck in this little space, I was so stressed out about it and trying to figure it out. But then, you know, the cards just pile up and it's fine. It's not a big deal, you know. Because I'm not one of them. I always tell everybody, I've been a nurse for fucking 13 years. I know how to, like, you know, stop somebody from bleeding out or, you know, start their heart again or, you know, pick them up from when they fell. I don't know how to take a picture. I'm not a marketer. I don't know any of this. I don't know any of it. So it's really been a learning experience for me to try and you know, taking pictures of my crystals to sell them. I just suck. I suck ass. But, and I kind of gave up, which I know I probably shouldn't give up. But maybe if somehow I can do it a better way that makes me more happy, because that way it didn't make me happy. It made me sad that I wasn't selling anything, that nobody was buying them. And I literally had to, like, sell stuff for, like, pennies when I seen other people getting the same thing, if not worse, of the same product, and they'd pay, you know, like triple the price. And I'm like, I would have sold you that for cheaper than that. And not because I'm trying to be competitive, but because that would have been my normal price. But, so yeah. Anyways, crystals really are amazing. I just got addicted to crystals, and I just kept buying and buying crystals. And, but that's the thing is, you know, I followed my guidance, and my guidance led me away from nursing. And I don't really know the reason for that. I don't really know, you know, the whole point of all of this. But I just know that I'm being guided, and I followed it. And and I walked right into poverty. But, you know, if I was working 13, 14 hours a day and overtime 4 days a week and then sleeping on my days off or just doing absolutely nothing because I'm so tired and my body hurts, I never slowed down, never had time to do anything. So now I'm being forced to, by, you know, this guidance and other things that, you know, like being in poverty, it forces me to slow down. I can't just run off and go buy everything that I want. And you know, now it's more focused on what matters, which is my mom and my, you know, my kids. My kids are always with me, but, you know, we get to see my mom more. I actually get to see my kids more, you know. Growing up, my husband always took them to birthday parties, to all that, you know. Like, I missed out on so much. So now I'm getting it back. But, you know, it really sucks because they're teenagers and they're assholes. And I really would have liked to, you know, have this time when they were younger. And because my youngest used to be the sweetest. She still is super sweet. She is like the most caring person in the world. She is a super empath. Like, she's amazing, and she's so talented, and she's the one that will edit my videos. I probably won't edit this, just, I don't know if I will. I need to edit it because I just sat there for a minute like totally dumb fuck because I've forgotten what I was talking about so many times. But so she'll edit my videos. She's super smart. I would never know how to do the stuff that she does, and she makes websites, and she, you know, can hack into the freaking to the government, I'm sure, if she wanted to. She is freaking a genius. And my other one's a gamer, and yeah. But so my youngest used to be super sweet and like never want to hurt anybody's feelings. Now she'll be yelling at me and talking back and shit, and I have to tell her, I will smack your mouth. And I never thought that would ever happen with her. I don't even know why I'm going there. But anyways, I'm enjoying the time with them. I'm enjoying all the 20 cats that I feed every single day. And that I budget my money just so that I can feed them as well. Because, and I named them, we named them, me and my girls do. We named them and we love them. And, you know, we're there for them. And I let Miranda get chickens. She never thought in her wildest dreams that she would have chickens or cats. And we have 5 cats and a dog and 4 chickens and 20 cats that we feed outside. We're just going. You just go with it. You go with the flow. I'm in poverty now, so I have to live this life. Fine, I'll live the poverty life. I'll be the crazy cat lady and, you know, the hippie and the weirdo. But anyways, Sharon, this was an amazing reading, and I hope you got some kind of something from it. And if you have any questions, obviously message me anytime. You have me on Instagram, both my Instagrams. But yeah, if you message me, I get my messages. I've been checking them a lot lately on TikTok because I'm mostly on TikTok now when I used to be mostly on Instagram. But I just kind of said, you go through phases, like you said. You go through phases. You absolutely go through phases of everything's going right. You're getting messages from Spirit. Then you go to, like, you're not caring about your crystals, your tarot, no one. You're just done. Like, you know, it's not even real. You're like, what's the point? Like, I just want to kill myself. It's back and forth. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But it's so beautiful at the same time. It's just crazy. But I'm always here as, like, you know, your little cheerleader, and I'll tell you whatever I know. I'll tell you. But all I can say is follow your heart. Your heart. When they say follow your heart, that's, you've got to listen to your heart. That is your intuition, is your heart. So, all right, honey. I really hope I'm not forgetting anything. Like, I feel so drained. Look at all these cards. I'm so drained. I lost 2 nails during it. My cat is climbing up my back. All right, honey. Thank you so much. And I'll get this over to you. And then I'll work on looking at all these cards and making a video. Not with every single card, but with just, you know, like some main energies out of them. I'll find something and then I will upload it to TikTok if I'm able to. TikTok hasn't been letting me upload. So, but anyways, message me. And then also, I'll save your cards if you want to take pictures, or if you don't need pictures, then that's up to you. But just let me know. But I'll keep them out of the decks for a little bit. And I just appreciate you so much for trusting me with, allowing me into your life and telling me your story. And I'm definitely here because that's one thing is we don't have anybody usually to talk to about this stuff. And if we do, they just constantly put us down and make us feel bad and, call our person a loser or this or that when we know they're not. They're not a loser. They're not the things that they say. It's not true. Okay? You're awesome. Thank you so, so much. Like I said, if you have any questions, I will answer them. If I forgot anything, I'm so sorry. And I always tell people I'm the laziest tarot reader you'll ever meet. I can see like one reading every month. It just drains me. I have to work on figuring out how to not let it drain me. At first I thought that's not true, but then I'm like, oh my god, it's so true. Then I'm like, how do these people do reading after reading, paid readings, so many of them. So, but this is all newer, not new, but a little pretty new. I don't have control over my gifts or whatever. They just come and they surprise me. I freak out and go, oh my god. That's why you stop crying over your guy and you start laughing and excited over the spiritual stuff. And then when you meet them, if you ask for travel, you're that's a real thing. and your person is up there waiting for you. You think, oh, I have just lost my mind. You can just put me in the loony bin now. All right, honey, I'm going to go because this video is going to be way too long and it's going to take forever to upload. So, again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. You're awesome. Thank you.